What's going on, guys? Thinking about visiting Malaysia? Then this video is for you. Whether you're planning your first trip or you're just curious about this incredible country, here are 10 things that you absolutely must know before visiting Malaysia. Stick around to the end because I'm gonna give you some bonus travel tips to save you time and money. So let's go. What can we say about Malaysia? This incredible melting pot, a country of Malay, Chinese, and Indian communities, and it's a combination of a beautiful tradition, festivals, architecture, and most importantly, food. The food is absolutely incredible because it's literally a fusion of food. It really enhances all your taste buds, and you get some of the best foods in Malaysia. Not only the diversity of the country, you're obviously going to have different religions, different festivals, different communities, and different times of the year that you can visit, that you can have a ball and just dive into the culture and experience different kinds of culture, all in a meshing bowl or a melting pot. You know what I mean? This is why Malaysia stands out from a lot of other Southeast Asian countries because of how diverse it is. Food. The food scene in Malaysia is next level. When I talk about next level, I'm talking about next level. The amount of different types of food, flavors, spices, it's just incredible. And if you're a foodie, this is the country for you because you're going to be trying foods. Again, too, I have a strong stomach, but other people that I've traveled with or that I've been to Malaysia, that I've talked to, that some might have sensitive stomachs, that have really sensitivity when they go to like countries like India, maybe even Thailand or other Asian countries, that they say that they get upset stomachs. In Malaysia, not really, because the food is a little bit more, I don't know, it's just flavored better. It's not as harshly flavored as well, even though there's some spice, but it's just, I don't know, it's more of a easier feel for your gut or your stomach. I don't know, that's just my experience. I did not one time have an upset stomach. And when I've been to other countries, I'm not saying not every country that I've been, but I might a little hair bubble guts here and there, not all the time. Yeah, Malaysia, the food is super smooth and super delicious. And one thing that stands out in Malaysia, like I keep saying this on my previous videos, I like street food like every other person, but I'm not the biggest fan. But I mean, street food in some countries is just absolutely fantastic, like in Thailand. For me, all the countries, I've been to many countries, Thailand was number one until I went to Malaysia. And Malaysia, the street food in Malaysia is absolutely delicious. I mean, here's how you can find, or how you know that a place is selling amazing street food. When you walk outside and you see these huge lines, or outside dining and the crowds of people, depending what time of the year you go. If it's packed, that's the place you gotta go. Especially for the locals. I mean, locals know where to eat, places that are delicious, and also places that are budget friendly. And that's a great thing about street food. So if you are experimental with your food, you don't like to go to your, Michelin and 5-star restaurants, street food is the way to go, because not only is it delicious, you have so many different types of street food. So you have so much variety, so you can literally just try it. My favorite part in KL and Kuala Lumpur was Chinatown street food, some of the best street foods I've had in a long time. And if you're in KL, like if you're a foreigner like me, you're obviously flying into KL, so spend a couple of days in KL, and if you do, head to Chinatown and go experience some amazing street food and great vibes as well. Chinatown is my favorite part because not only it has amazing street food, but it has a night market, and also has a lot of amazing speakeasy bars, some of the best speakeasy bars in KL. Malaysia is super affordable, but also not the cheapest country in Southeast Asia. I say that because it's super affordable, where you can get nice accommodation, you can get apart hotels at good prices. You do it in advance. There's different locations where you can stay in. Check out my previous videos. And food is cheap. Also, transportation is amazing to use and to get around, very easy to navigate, and it's cheap. But again, too, like most other cities, it can get super expensive as well if you go into your 5-star. Like I like to dabble, especially when I go to Asia, I like to definitely dabble in 5-star like hotels. That can get expensive. Fine dining obviously is going to get expensive. You're going out clubbing at night, rooftops, blah, 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 that can get expensive. So I'm just saying it's affordable and budget friendly country, but also can get expensive depending where you go, especially like the capital, which is KL. That can get expensive. When you start venturing outside of KL, it gets a little cheaper depending where you go. Langkawi is pretty expensive as well, because that's one of the most common well visited islands in Malaysia, which is absolutely beautiful and stunning. So that could get expensive too. So it all depends on where you are, time of the year, and so on and so forth. But again, it's affordable, but also can get expensive. The luxury size of things gonna get expensive like any other country, but generally if you go to a mid-budget, and Malaysia can be amazing for you. Great thing about Malaysia, you can have a mix. I like having a mix of luxury and mid-budget, right? So I love trying street food, especially in the daytime. I might have to go out for a nice dinner in a restaurant at night or dinner, but brunch, breakfast, and lunch, I'm going to street food. I'm going to, you know, budget-friendly spots, you know what I mean? As I'm moving around, walking around, being tourist and blah. Dinner, I'll probably go more expensive, go somewhere nice, and maybe a lounge in the evening to go for drinks, right? So like I said, if you do it that way, it's Malaysia's the place for you because you can budget it nicely. Now, Malaysia, the weather is hot and humid. I'm talking about hot and humid. So depending on the time of the year, check out my previous videos again, times of the year to visit. But it's a tropical island, so realistically, it's sunny all year round. So it's just amazing. This is why its location and just the country itself is an amazing country to visit, because not only for, especially for guys that live in Europe and America, you can visit this country all year round, which is amazing. And it's a tropical island, so meaning there could be downfall of rain at any time. So 2 things that you need to always carry, well, 3 things. An umbrella, always make sure you have an umbrella. Most hotels are gonna have umbrella, but just in case of run out, because you know they can't have umbrellas for every guest. So grab your umbrella, dress light. Definitely you don't need no jackets, light, because it's gonna be hot as hell. Even when it rains, it's still hot. And sunscreen. Yeah, these are 3 major things that you need. But like I said, it's a hot tropical country, which is great because you can travel all year round. So when it's cold and winter here in Europe, you can go there and have an amazing time. In Malaysia, and to be hot, walking around in shorts and shirt. Again, too, depending on the time, it's tropical, so they have rainy season. So rainy season, obviously, the time I wouldn't go. But again, then they can have summer, peak summer. That time I wouldn't go in either. So I would go in between. April to May was a great time. It was super hot, but it wasn't super hot. You know what I mean? It was doable and it was really nice to walk around and still be a tourist and enjoy it. So for me, that was the last time I went to Malaysia, and that was a perfect time. Was April and May. Right, so if you can, try and visit it that time. Public transportation is super convenient in Malaysia. It's probably the best Southeast Asian country for public transportation. It's the best. I mean, again, too, Singapore is it's not part of Malaysia, even though it's part. Anyway, that's another history lesson. But Singapore would be number 1 because it's super efficient. It's like, think about Dubai. It's like Dubai, right? It's a new fucking country, right? In a sense. Whereas Malaysia, as far as a proper Southeast Asian country, as all the Southeast Asian, no doubt Malaysia is number 1 with public transportation. Not only that, the metros are super easy, super quick, super efficient. The buses, local buses, super efficient, super calm. Again, of course, there's traffic. I'm not saying there's no traffic. Like any Southeast Asian country, there's going to be loads of traffic. But the Grab, taxi, they don't do Uber or Bolt. They have Grab is super efficient, super easy. The drivers are amazing. So I honestly, getting around the country, I cannot complain. There's no need to rent a car or a bike or anything like that. It might be cheaper in a sense, but not really. I mean, Grab is super cheap. Public transportation is super cheap and it's very efficient. So I would say if you're trying to get around like a tourist, use public transportation. You will not be disappointed. It's very efficient. That's one great thing about Malaysia. Now, this is an underrated one, guys, but a very important one. Cash is king, guys. A lot of you guys obviously living in Europe, America, wherever you may be, you guys are digital, all digital, using your card, blah, your Apple Pay and blase. Me, I love, especially when I go to Asia, I love being able to take cash. I take cash with me. The reason I do this because a lot of vendors, small restaurants, local bars and stuff like that accept cash. They don't really take cards as much. You know what I mean? Not everywhere is like Western Europe or America, you know, where it's all digital, you know what I mean? Some of the local owners still want to be able to accept cash, right? So guys, always have cash. So if you don't want to make it annoying where you have to, again, put yourself in harm's way. I'm not saying Malaysia's super high in crime like that. But again, you just don't want to put yourself in harm's way, like, you know, constantly going out to cash machines and drawing out cash. One, you're gonna get charged super high interest, right? Anytime you take money out overseas. So what's the point of doing that? 2, you know, you never know, scams, whatever it may be, right? You're losing your cards, right? End of the day, if you look, again, I take cash. I'm not gonna take all my cash out with me every night. I'm gonna have some in the safe and take what I need out, right? And if I need anything else, then I'll use my card, right? Again, too, if I need to take cash out, I have cards already, right? So I can use that as a backup, right? But I like having cash. With traveling to these countries, have cash. It's gonna be easy for you to get around and navigate. If you want to, you might see something in a local, like a vendor, you go, that's nice, and you buy it. A local shop that does clothes or whatever it may be, and they just want to accept cash. So instead of it's gonna make your life a lot easier, guys. So always take cash with you, guys. That's a rule. How I do it, I personally do it. I go to some of my exchange places near me, and I just exchange money. I don't do it at airport. You don't get good deals. But guys, also take note, some countries actually do better rates. So for instance, if you have cash in your local currency, whether euros, dollars, or pounds, you go to that country and you change it there, you probably get more for your buck. But again, it all depends on the country, guys. So I would advise having the cash before going. Guys, respect local customs and etiquette, right? Guys, respect the local customs. Etiquette goes a long way, guys. Remember, you have to remember, Malaysia is not like Thailand or every other country, Vietnam. This is mostly a Muslim country, right? So you have to be very respectful with the customs, right? And know that ahead of the time. So for instance, the locals are going to be amazing. They're going to be welcoming. If you go into their homes, make sure you take out your shoes. You know what I mean? Don't take out your dead ass shoes. They be walking around all day and walk into their homes with. So take your shoes off. Generally, that's just Asian culture. It's an Asian thing, which is amazing. I love that about Asia. That, and also dress-wise, Western women don't be walking around with your boobies out and shit. Guys, don't be walking around topless. You know what I mean? Like you're in damn Essex, right? Have some etiquette, dress sense, right? It's hot as hell. Yeah, it's hot as hell. You know you're going to a tropical country, guys. So prepare. Bring light clothing, right? Silks or whatever, thinner clothing, right? So you don't get too hot. But you know, be respectful, especially when you go into mosque and all the traditional cultural sites. Yeah, you have to dress appropriate, guys. Okay, so again, etiquette, guys. Respect the local culture. It's a Muslim country. There's other religions, right? But it's more of a Muslim state. The entire country is more Muslim dominated, right? So bear that in mind. And lastly, festivals and celebration, guys. This is such a unique country that you're gonna have so many different celebrations because of the Malay, Chinese, and Indian. So they're gonna have Chinese New Year. Always something going on all year round. So do a little bit of research and find out in advance, and you might just so happen to go during a festival. All the festivals are gonna be lit, guys. It's not gonna be like your Western where it just gets rowdy and silly. It's more of a vibe, it's more of a celebration. So all these festivals can be lit. So if you can travel around one of these festivals, definitely do it, because you're gonna have a great time. It's gonna be busy, but you're gonna have a great time. So always do your due diligence and some research prior to what days you're thinking of going, because there's definitely going to be some kind of festival going on because of all the different heritages and different cultures, right? That's what makes Malaysia super amazing, because you're always going to get a different feel. And I just can't keep going on about how dope this country is, and I can't wait to go back. I'll be definitely going back again this year. So Malaysia, I'll be back. And there you have it, guys. 10 things that you must absolutely know and have in the back of your mind before going to Malaysia. It makes going to Malaysia easier to navigate and also know what to expect, right? So you don't get blindsided. But most importantly, go to Malaysia with open head, open mind, and think outside your box, and just go there and absolutely dive into the country, culture, and enjoy it, right? If you find this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button. Also hit that subscribe button, especially if you're new to the channel. Subscribe, guys. You know, my job's try to give you as much information, tips, and recommendations so you go to all these countries and you can navigate the country so much easier, right? And also hit me up in the comments, man, if you've been to Malaysia. What's your favorite part of Malaysia? One of my favorite parts, I love KL, but like if I was to base myself in Southeast Asia, I'll base myself in KL, guys. Also, if you want, let me know if you want me to do a video about where to base yourself in Southeast Asia. I have a couple of really nice points, locations where you can base yourself if you're traveling for like 3 to 4 months in Southeast Asia. KL, Malaysia is a good one, but it's not the only one. But anyway, let me know and I'll do another video. Let me know in the comments. But again, appreciate you guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button too, all right? Comment, let me know how you like the video and how my tips were. If I missed anything, let me know in the comments. Till next time, guys, peace.